Good afternoon, everyone. I am Deborah Leibowitz, the Provost, Chief Academic Officer of this fine institution, and I am very pleased to declare Quinnipiac University's 2026 commencement exercises for you-know-who. Let's hear it. The College of Arts and Sciences and the School of Communications officially open. For those who are able, please stand for the national anthem, which will be performed by Rebecca Hike, class of 2026.
Oh, say, can you see by the dawn's early light what so proudly we hailed at the twilight's last gleaming, whose broad stripes and bright stars through the perilous fight o'er the ramparts we watched were so gallantly streaming, and the rocket's red glare, the bombs bursting in air, gave proof through the night that our flag was still there. Oh, say does that star-spangled banner yet wave o'er the land of the free and the home of the brave.
Fantastic job, Rebecca. As you can see, we have multi-talented students. You can return to your seats. So I'm honored to be here today with you on this, in my script it says beautiful occasion. It is a beautiful occasion, it's just that I'm watching pouring rain outside. So I'm very happy to be with you here in the dry arena as we celebrate our amazing graduates. And because we want this day of honor to have the time to honor each and every one of our graduates, I thank all of you for staying in advance through the entirety of the ceremony. I'd like to take a moment to recognize the members of our platform party, which consists of the speaker, whom you will meet in a few moments, university administrators, members of the Board of Trustees, and the deans of the Colleges of Arts and Science and the School of Communications. But it is now my pleasure to introduce Dr. Marie Harden, President of Quinnipiac University, who will bring you greetings on behalf of the university community.
Good afternoon, everyone. To our students, their families, friends, and loved ones, our faculty and leadership team here at Quinnipiac University, I'm pleased to welcome you to this celebration. I know you bring to this day a mix of feelings, perhaps nostalgia, relief, joy, and excitement, and of course, gratitude. I know that each one of you comes to this moment thankful. You know that a remarkable milestone we recognize today for each graduate is one that requires a supporting cast of expert and caring teachers and mentors, family and friends to provide support, and an institution that, I trust, you will be proud to remember as your alma mater. I think it's fitting, as we begin our festivities, that our graduates get a minute to thank that supporting cast. I know there are cherished family members and friends in here, and perhaps watching from the arena nearby, who've traveled here to be with you on this special day. So, I'm going to ask our graduates to stand if they're able, and please look at your loved ones and thank them by making some noise and loud enough to be heard in the arena next door. Thank you, everyone. Thank you. Now, I too come to this ceremony grateful. As president of this great institution, I've had a chance to meet many of you and observe you in action. Your dean and your faculty have talked about you to me many times. Here's what I've learned. First, I've seen your ambition. You've pushed the boundaries of your academic pursuits with your goals. You've led student organizations with energy and vision, and you've refused to accept the status quo. You haven't just attended Quinnipiac, you have helped shape its future. But you know what? Ambition alone doesn't just set you apart. What makes this class truly remarkable is that your drive is matched by your kindness and your inclusion. I've seen the way you support one another through exams and projects, the way you mentor your peers, and the genuine warmth and light you've brought to our campus culture. I'll also say, I've never felt more welcome by a group of students than by this class. Finally, I'm moved by your eagerness to help others succeed. You haven't been ambitious only for yourself, whether through local service, research focused on solving problems, or simply being there for your classmates. You've demonstrated a deep commitment to the idea that your success is reflected in that of others, and I commend you for that. I admire you. I want you all to know that you have given me great joy, and you are the source of my Bobcat pride. John F. Kennedy said, as we express our gratitude, we must never forget that the highest appreciation is not to utter words, but to live by them. You've inspired me, class of 2026, to do more than utter my thanks to you, but to live by what I've learned from you, to combine ambition with kindness, to prioritize helping others, understanding that I also benefit, and to remember that the small gesture can change the world as much as the grand one. I hope that as you leave, you won't forget us, because we will not forget you. Thank you.
Thank you, President Hardin. I now have the pleasure of calling forward Angelina Marenko. Angelina is a double major in health medicine and society and health science studies and is from Bethany, Connecticut, and she is speaking today on behalf of the senior class.
Thank you, Provost Leibowitz and members of the platform party. Good afternoon, family, friends, faculty, staff, and most importantly, congratulations to the beautiful College of Arts and Sciences graduating class of 2026. It is the most tremendous honor to stand before you all here today. I'd love to stand here and congratulate each of you personally, but unfortunately, I only have 2 minutes and 51 seconds to address you all. As a student ambassador for admissions, I have the privilege of giving campus tours for Quinnipiac. It's a big passion of mine. Now, as a tour guide, families always ask me the same question: is there a pool? And every time I have to give them the answer that most Bobcats already know. No, Quinnipiac does not have a pool unless you count the pond in front of CCE that we may or may not have jumped in when we won the national championship. But after 4 years here, I've realized something. Even without a pool on campus, every single one of us has already made the biggest jump of our lives. Because coming to college is a lot like standing at the edge of a pool. You look down, you test the water with your toe, you hesitate, and you wonder if you're ready. The water looks cold, the jump feels big, and for a moment, you consider staying safely on the edge. But eventually, you jump. 4 years ago, every one of us did exactly that. We jumped, we left home, we took a chance on something new, and jumped into an experience we couldn't fully predict. Now, let's brace ourselves because we're about to jump again. Into grad school, a new home, a full-time position, a gap year. Walking into your new chapter, that first class of grad school, your new job, please remember that it's not hard, it's just new. I'm gonna say that again because I know that if I'm sitting out there right now, I'm definitely thinking about how my hair looks. Again, it's not hard, it's just new. You just have to learn the ins and the outs. As I've learned in Professor Eisbeck's psychology course, the brain is flexible. Once you learn these things, they just become second nature. It's just a growing pain towards your dream. And I know you can do this. I know this because if you can dream it, you can surely do it. Because the truth is, every dream started the same way, with a jump. Each jump came with growth, and we learned something new about ourselves. We learned that we are brave and more capable than we ever thought we were. Before we leave this gorgeous place that has given us so much, don't forget that the edge of the pool will always feel safe and comfortable. But the best moments of your life will never happen standing on the edge. They happen when you jump. So take the risk, take the opportunity you've been dreaming about, and if the water feels a little cold at first, just remember, it's not hard, it's just new. Congratulations, class of 2026. Now let's jump.
Thank you, Angelina. So I now call forward Lindsay Delappy. Lindsay is receiving her Master of Arts in Public Relations and is from Thornwood, New York. She will welcome you on behalf of the graduate students.
Thank you, Provost Leibowitz, President Hardin, and members of the Board of Trustees, and hello, class of 2026, and to our families, friends, and everyone who supported us along the way. I just want to preface, my family had no idea I was doing this. I actually joked to my dad a few weeks ago that I might just get up on stage and do a little dance. So don't worry, Dad, they actually asked me to be up here. But most importantly, let me say that as I stand up here today, I am beyond proud and thankful for each and every one of you, even if we only met in passing, in class, or on our way to battle for a parking spot in North Lot. When I first applied to Quinnipiac University, along with a handful of other schools, I was terrified. School had never come easily to me. The long days, the math, sitting in class for hours, it always felt like I was trying to keep up in a system that wasn't built for me. For a long time, I struggled to feel like I truly fit in an academic setting. Honestly, few people believed I would even end up going to college. Even mentors I trusted told me more than once that I wouldn't make it or I wouldn't be able to keep up. So, with the support of my family, especially you, Mommy, love you, my friends, and me, I did it anyway because I was determined to change my story. I knew I had more to offer than just being bad at math or struggling in a classroom. I had other strengths. a real ability to connect, to communicate, and understand people. And I still wanted to learn everything I could, just not always in the way that everybody else did. Because the truth is, you can succeed, even if your path doesn't look like everybody else's. Then one day, I got an email from Quinnipiac offering me admission. I remember instantly feeling like this was exactly where I was meant to be. And I think I could speak for many of us when I say I would relive those anxiety-filled nights waiting for college decisions if it meant ending up right back here at Quinnipiac. And when I stepped onto campus for the very first time, that feeling only grew stronger. I was welcomed by incredible mentors, supportive professors, and classmates who pushed me to be better every single day. The learning here isn't one size fits all. Professors don't just teach from slides, they take time to understand how you learn, they build on your strengths, lean into your abilities, and help you succeed in a way that actually works for you. That is what makes Quinnipiac so special. It's not just about what you learn, it's how you're understood. They take the time to see you, to learn how you think, and to help you grow, use it by recognizing that what you're good at doesn't have to fit a standard to feel valuable. Through our programs in the School of Communications and the College of Arts and Sciences, we didn't just learn theory, we learned how to collaborate, how to think critically, and how to use what we've learned to make a real impact in this world. Something changed for me here. My academics did a complete 180, and I ended up becoming an honor student. Something younger me never would have believed. And honestly, I don't blame her. But what makes this place truly special is the support. It comes not just from professors, but from the people sitting next to you in class, the roommates that truly became family, and even the classmates you barely knew, but still texted before submitting an assignment asking, "Did I do this right?" It's in those small moments, the laughs, the late nights, the group chats our professors made us create with people we had never spoken to before, and the friendships that came out of them. Those are the moments that truly made these years unforgettable. Those moments of uncertainty and the people who helped us through them are part of what built the confidence we leave with today. As we move on to this next chapter of our lives, the world might feel big and a little scary, but because of what we experienced here, we leave with something even stronger: confidence. Confidence in who we are, in what we can accomplish, and in our ability to overcome adversity and face challenges even when they feel bigger than us. And if I can leave you all with anything, it's this: be gentle, be kind to others, smile at strangers, and most of all, do it anyway, even when someone tells you there's no way, even when that someone is you. Take the leap. Congratulations, class of 2026.
Really nice job, thank you to both of the student speakers. So I now call forward Professor of Journalism Margarita Diaz, who will introduce our keynote speaker.
Hi, everyone. I'm here to introduce Alex Bursch, who is the Senior Vice President and Chief Operating Officer of Playbill, the exclusive magazine of Broadway and off-Broadway audiences. His career spans sports, media, and live theater, including roles in digital strategy and publishing. Alex is the third generation of the Bursch family to work at Playbill, following in the footsteps of his grandfather Arthur and his father Philip. A self-professed lover of Broadway and baseball, Alex is captivated by the magic, splendor, and spontaneity of live performances. After working for SiriusXM, Major League Baseball, and Topps, Alex joined the family business in 2016 as Vice President and Chief Digital Officer. In 2020, he was promoted to Vice President and Chief Operating Officer. Over the last decade, he has helped his father grow Playbill into an indispensable theater brand. Playbill isn't just required reading for theater patrons in New York, is also required reading in other major theater markets, including Los Angeles, Chicago, Washington, D.C., San Francisco, and St. Louis. Alex, who earned a Bachelor of Arts in Journalism from Quinnipiac in 2011, launched the Playbill podcast in 2025 to celebrate live theater and the audiences who enjoy it. As the host of each episode, he highlights a currently running Broadway show and features an interview with members of the cast and creative team. It is an honor and privilege to welcome our commencement speaker, Alex Bursch.
Oh boy, being in the bank, this is pretty cool. I know it was rainy, so sad reason for it, but this is great. Good afternoon, class of 2026 and their loved ones. But most happily, I get to say, good afternoon, my fellow Quinnipiac University Bobcats. Let's go. It is an honor to be here and to be asked to do this, to spend time back here on this unrecognizable set of campuses. The tuitions of my fellow Bobcats of the 2000s and 2010s say you're welcome. 15 years ago, I sat where you are, although it was back on the quad then, and listening to my own commencement speaker, the author Mitch Albom, so apologies for the slight downgrade. It was a strange time then. We were living through what was technically the end of the Great Recession. The economy was unstable. The job market was very rough because of that. The pivotal 2012 election on the horizon. Nobody really knew exactly what was to come, and I know all of this sounds extremely foreign to you all. Yeah, please hide your shock and awe. Now, even though this present time does feel a little bit familiar, we are in an undoubtedly odd time. For a lot of people out there, odd is probably the mild way to describe it. Some other words that might be fitting are uncertain, unbalanced, unhinged. I like that last one. Or to be even more general with it, and yet oddly specific, it just feels like a lot. Thinking about this made me very curious about how you all are feeling heading into the great big world out there. And that curiosity led me here, literally, a few weeks ago. And I spoke with several of the students from different majors and viewpoints, and I thank all of you who did that, and it was a great afternoon. I look forward to seeing you up here too. A few similar themes started to come into play when we talked about this kind of weird time that we're in, which I could absolutely empathize with. You try to write a proper resume and cover letter, and you, of course, utilize the help of the tools that we have today to make it as optimized as possible to be seen. And then that same tool for different companies that are parsing through your candidacy completely soullessly, trying to understand what and not who is the right fit. How you send out 100 or more job applications before maybe getting 1 or 5 meaningful responses, let alone an interview. And because all of this is so much, you feel the pressure to be perfect. You feel like you have to walk off this campus and know exactly what to do, where and how to do it, and within what path. Now, am I going to spend the next 10 minutes or so giving you all the perfect answers, what you need to do over the next 1 to 5 to 15 years to be successful? Maybe, yeah, maybe not. If I knew for sure, I'd just stop right now and go buy a yacht or something. But I will share with you words that I wish that I heard when I was entering full adulthood, if you will. And I'll present a theme of what I'm planning to value within the next 1 to 5 to 15 years. First off, let's talk about the career. Up until a certain point in our history, it did make some sense to entrust an 18-year-old to decide what they were going to do for the rest of their life. By the looks and the murmurs, I can tell that you all agree that it's clear we've kind of passed that time for many types of people. Not to say that I wish to dissuade any of you who are very sure of their path forward and have little doubt. As someone who feels that way about what I'm doing now, I respect and applaud you and urge you to go with your gut. As someone who decidedly did not feel that way 15 years ago, I get what the rest of you are feeling. For most of my time here, I was sure I was going to be a broadcast journalist. I co-founded the Quinnipiac Bobcats Sports Network with my great friend Corey Hirsch. I see some QBSN guys. There we go. Thank you. And we tried to aim ourselves in that direction. And about a year after I graduated, the questions in my mind started to get louder. Why do I want to do this? Is this what I truly want to do? Am I allowed to want something else? Should I do something else? Am I capable of doing something else? It turns out the hardest part wasn't changing direction. It was allowing myself to listen to these questions, be curious and open about what to try next, and then saying it out loud to myself and to those who cheered me on. I remember that uncertainty felt like a weakness. It's hard to feel positive about yourself while also feeling uncertain, isn't it? But when you give yourself the grace to step back and get a wider view of yourself and the opportunities ahead and question what is best for you, that is anything but weakness. That is an undeniable strength. Because we have grown up in a time where technology will change at breakneck speed, creating and changing and terminating jobs nearly, every month. Who can keep up? The feeling of a lot that we have is because we are not wired properly to mentally process all of this data. It's at once easier than ever to keep track of what's going on, and the hardest it's ever been to keep up. So, if you are feeling uncertain about what first steps you should take from this point, that feeling is not a great flaw. If you let it, it can be your greatest weapon because it arms you with the ability to be curious, agile, and open for the only thing that is guaranteed in this life, and that's change. Or more simply, you can follow the words of one of the greatest 20th century philosophers, the comedian George Carlin. He said, "Always do whatever's next." For me, next led me to work for Major League Baseball Productions, and then its website, MLB.com, and then SiriusXM Radio, all places where I learned about the changing landscape of media. And then to the Topps Company, where I learned about the value and process of printing and preserving valuable keepsakes like trading cards for baseball, football, Star Wars, and more. Even if I had known early on I wanted to work at Playbill, I wouldn't have even known what to do with it. That is the power of giving yourself the grace of doing whatever's next. You will be amazed at what you find yourself capable of. So what should you and I hold on to as we discover what's next? From my view, it is valuing and harnessing our humanity. It is what links us from the dawn of our species to the youngest kids here. It seems corny as all hell to say it, I know it does. But all anyone can talk about these days is what artificial intelligence is capable of. Doesn't it feel a little radical, even freeing, to celebrate the power of what we are capable of? My favorite part of humanity is that we cannot help but repeat ourselves. We think we are so original. Ask the history majors, I'm telling you. But we continually make just a handful of categories of things: food, shelter, community, art and entertainment, and tools. My line of work incorporates a few of those categories, and even in our even in the year of our AI overlord 2026, live entertainment is booming. Now, how could that be? It's because we desperately, scientifically need it and choose it. Because we need community. And no, not online communities. If you've noticed, those ones make you feel more alone. I'm talking about the type of community where you are with real-life human people. Often ones that you don't know. Where you go to a Broadway show and you get lost in the beauty of a story. Or a concert of an exciting singer you love. Or a baseball game of your favorite team. Or a book reading with an inspiring author. Do not let the streaming and social media companies convince you otherwise. Being at home is undoubtedly comfortable, especially on a day like today. But when you are out in these experiences, that is what makes you feel alive, which is why I am enormously bullish on the future of live. Because in the next 1 to 5 to 15 years, the war and confusion between what is real and what is not is going to grow intense, and I do not think any of us are prepared for it. The uncanny valley may or may not be a term you're all familiar with, except for the soc and psych majors in here maybe. But we are all experiencing it on an unprecedented scale. Because here's another word for it, AI slop. Because the term uncanny valley speaks to the discomfort we feel when looking at something that has a certain level of lifelikeness, but is past the point of being impressive or endearing, and it is instead disconcerting, or, better word for it, really freaking creepy. And this valley, for all of us, is at once widening and shrinking at a rapid pace because there are things made today at the rate that we have never seen before within this spectrum of looking nearly real. Luckily, for us all, you all have the tools to help us know what is real. That same supercomputer in your pocket gives you all you need to start your own small business, or research and publish a scientific finding to the general public, or start an independently owned media company. My God, we need more of those right now, don't we? You have the tools and the power to create what you want to see in this world. And if you think you don't have the power of the people, like your generation can't make a collective or individual difference, I point you in the direction of the alcohol industry. Your generation is making its leaders shake in their boots, people. Now, I don't know about this control group here, but your generation's not really drinking very much. You are choosing not to, and you are crippling this industry as we're standing and sitting here right now because of the choices that you are making together. And on the other side of the coin, 2025, the year we just experienced, was the first year since 1983 that vinyl record sales surpassed $1 billion. The trading card industry is having remarkable success, not seen in decades. Broadway is about to have a second consecutive record-breaking year. And playbills, for God's sakes, playbills. People are collecting them, they're in demand and they're being read, and the people who are reading them are shutting off their phones afterwards and getting lost in the experience. Even among this increasingly AI-populated world, people are choosing things and spaces to value live and knowing what is real. Now, about that artificially intelligent elephant in the room. Let's quickly revisit the categories of what we make as humans. Remember, food, shelter, community, art and entertainment, and tools. And I'm sure I'm missing like 5 others. The AI fearmongers, leaders, who apparently can't tell us the truth even by accident, are trying to convince us that they made a new category of thing. Newsflash, they haven't. They made a tool, and a powerful one, an ever-changing one, but it is a tool. Learn it, use it. Don't be afraid of it. But I want to caution you with this. The scariest thing about AI is not that it apparently wants to be sentient. No, actually, wait, no, that is the scariest thing about AI. The second scariest thing about AI is that it is programmed to make you want to think less every day. If you're not careful, it will dull your mind. You'll start to wonder why you keep having to ask it for stuff. You'll start to wonder why you've become so passive. Do not let it think for you. Do not let it rob you of your creativity and ability to problem solve. Do not let it take away your shine and what makes you brightest and stand out. Let it make you better and open yourself up to think more creatively. Because if it was up to those AI CEOs, what they want is for you to make it better, and that's it. Because we have so much to offer it. We barely understand the power of the human mind. And what we can do that nothing else can is harness what is real and meaningful and deliver it through ways we can recognize, empathize, and fall in love with. So I'll finish today by sharing an example of this in action. My stepfather did not think of himself as much of a musical theater fan. He appreciates what I do, that's for sure. He loves me. But he wouldn't exactly call himself a song and dance man, you know. But what he didn't know, but what I knew, and still know, is this secret. Everyone likes song and story performed together. If they say they don't, if you say you don't, you just haven't found a pairing that resonates with you yet. It is in our DNA to like it. So at the urging of me and my wife, Maddie, and his daughter and son, my step-siblings, Amanda and Stephen, we brought him to the musical Buena Vista Social Club. We got some Buena Vista fans in here. I was hoping for that. Because he not only loves the album and the band that the show is based on, but Henry himself is Cuban. What we all experienced together is something none of us will ever forget. My stepsister and brother will be the first ones to tell you that he is not exactly much of a crier. But this man, through the show, started to feel and remember things in ways that he did not see coming. After tearing up through much of the show and joining the rest of the crowd for multiple standing ovations, we went to a bar after to hear stories of his early childhood that we had never heard before, going to Cuba, and how it turned out his father was from Buena Vista. It wasn't talked about much in the family, and this avoidance, this kind of separation between the cultures in Cuba, was a theme directly discussed and sung about on stage. He couldn't believe what he witnessed and how it impacted him, how it impacted all of us and brought us closer together as a family. The whole experience led to Henry saying to us, "This was a transformative night in my life." To be surrounded by others, sharing a story that reaches us in ways nothing else could, that is the power of real. That is the power of live. And it led me to think up a phrase I've been saying a lot recently, one that harnesses activity instead of passivity. Fans of Broadway aren't found, they're made. Just like fans of you and your potential and what you bring to the table, they are not found, they are made. Go make them, my fellow Bobcats, and let them hear you roar. Good luck, class of 2026.
Thank you so much, Alex. All right. So, you know what time it is now? Yes, it's time for the main event. Are you ready? Okay, if you're ready, then I ask President Marie Harden and College of Arts and Sciences Dean Adam Roth to come forward for the awarding of the degrees from the College of Arts and Sciences.
Will the candidates for the degree of Bachelor of Arts from the College of Arts and Sciences please approach the stage? Jack Donegan Alba. Natalia Apatiga. Natalie Coria Sante. Conrado Balagatas. Alexi Beluha. Alexander James Barros. Alexander James Barros is the recipient of the Joan Phillips Gordon Prize in Sociology. Alexis Emma Bass. Daisha Yesenia Madison Buford. Benjamin Joseph Boyle. Genevieve Catherine Britnall. Julia Marie Bergio. Julia Marie Bergio is a recipient of the Alice B. Remel Memorial Award. Danielle Burney. Danielle Burney is a recipient of the Political Science Best Senior Thesis Award. Brianna Lee Bakovich. John Jesus Caceres. John Jesus Caceres is the recipient of the Michael Nabel Award for Excellence in Mathematics. Nicholas Ryan Cahill. Mariana Cardona. Aiden Joseph Carlin. Madison Lee Carpenter. Grace Catherine Corello. Daniel Hugh Kasiri. Kelly Elizabeth Cavallero. Daniela Grace Sestaro. Sophia Lorraine Sherba. James Michael Siapa. Bridget Aaron Clark. Dana Marie Cleveland. Destiny Jade Coleman. Lillian Rose Curtin. Destiny De Jesus. Emma Catherine DeCaprio. Kennedy Faith DeMott. Gabriella Rose DeFilippis. Almendra Diaz. Marco DiBenetto. Olivia Marie Dillon. Dana Dominguez. Jared Dominguez. Deja Mackay Dort. Kevin John Dosen. Kyle Gray Douglas. Ashley Taylor Dugan. Kayla Michelle Dupper. Matthew Joseph Ecker. Jason Stanley Ader. Alexia Therese Egdahl. Cole Brian Ferris. Aliana Rose Ficara. Christopher James Dolan. Colin Rafferty Finland. Abby Lee Fisher. Abby Lee Fisher is a recipient of the Rachel Aranis Prize in Social Justice. Lindsay May Fittipaldi. Nicholas William Fasano. Ross Freeman Flurlage. Mary Claire Fogg. Mary Claire Fogg is a recipient of the Christopher Becker Memorial Prize in History. Hannah J. Freshman. Victor A. Fuda. Allison Jean Garner. Allison Jean Garner is a recipient of the President's Scholarship Award and the Alumni Association Academic Achievement Award. She is also the recipient of the Jill E. Martin Legal Studies Book Award. Samantha Gerasi. Samantha Gerasi is a recipient of the Outstanding Engagement in the Field of Anthropology. Angelina Marie Giordani. Alex M. Gold. Samuel Yuri Goldstein. Alina Kathleen Gravelin. Alyssa Monica Parvella Hall. Linnea Gabrielle Holloway. Lawrence William Hamden. Lawrence Hamden will be presented his degree by his father, Quinnipiac Board of Trustee member Larry Hamden. Alexandra L. Hain. Jay Hernandez. Ana Patricia Herrera. Serene K. Hicks. Ryan Hodges. Kira Homan. Emma Rose Hominick. Arden Hooper. Rebecca Elizabeth Hike. Rebecca Elizabeth Hike is a recipient of the President's Scholarship Award and the Alumni Association Academic Achievement Award. Daryl Eric Jameson. Aubrey A. Jarmy. Assam Jones. Caitlin Marie Joyner. Maya Pearl Kanovsky. Tia Josephine Kassar. Alexander David Kaznowski. Evelyn Simone Kay. Emily Patricia Ann Keegan. Lily Kincaid. Samuel Jonathan King. Mason Jack Kleiner. Aaron Lee Knapp. Christian William Knight. Jamie Claire Kotler. Patricia Rose Kazera. Connor William Kazera. Lucy Parker Lamborn. Lucy Parker Lamborn is a recipient of the Rachel Aranis Prize in Social Justice. Madison Marie Lafredo. Lola Lombardi. Isaiah Malachi Alexander Lopez. Nicholas Christian Lucarelli. Jared Andrew Lupian. Adele Elizabeth Lurix. Rachel Victoria Lyon. Ellie McDonald. Matthew Michael Marr. Gianna Marie Marconi. Angelina Ann Marinko. Leslie Maureen Marino. Zachary Andrew Marlowe. Ava Nicole Martello. Madison Jill Mascola. Tenzin Alexander Maselli. Tenzin Alexander Maselli is a recipient of the Christopher Becker Memorial Prize in History. Kyle Joseph Malucci. Megan Grace Morshard. Juliana Nicole Mazzella. Juliana Nicole Mazzella is a recipient of the Outstanding Senior Award and the Political Science Outstanding Senior Award. William Aiden McCann. Shane F. McGuire. Sarah Marie McKinney. Alan Jordan McNeely. Megan Miliaccio. Josephine Evelyn Miller. Sarah Elisa Montes. Jasady Mota. Madeline Sophie Napoloni. Ashley Marcella Naranjo. Kylie Regan O'Brien. Jennifer Elizabeth O'Keefe. Thomas Tristan Ornack. Brian Palchisaka Niera. Abigail Luis Pellegrino. Andrew Michael Pepin. Zachary Stephen Pereira. Nicholas Pestrito. Jordan Emily Pierce. Jessica Ann Pillar. Jessica Ann Pillar is a recipient of the Senior Service Prize in Criminal Justice. Alexa Prieto. Natalie Kalea Casada Lopez. Thomas Benjamin Keelis. Sophia Jao Raposo. Riaz Arsh Ras. Maximus Victor Riot. Taryn Jordan Riley. Ileana Taylor Rivera. Amelia Elizabeth Rizzi. Samantha Faith Robbins. Stephen Robert Russo. Sydney Rose Ryan. Stefan Ryan. Isabella Ray Sabatino. Skylar M. Samuels. Hala Sammy. Killa Monet Sanchez. Nelly Santana. Katie Sophia Cervedio. Jordan Michael Shankman. Kadira Rachel Shaw. Audrey Ray Sheehan. Sadie Catherine Sheehan. Eliana Michelle Simons. Anthony James Seitman. Catherine Ann Skidmore. Bethany Renee Snyder. Emily Kate Helen Spada. Ash Herrick Stickney. Ash Herrick Stickney is a recipient of the Alfred P. Cernot Memorial Prize. Madison Marie Samolin. Kendall Terry. Kevin Andrew Tezzasini. Kevin Andrew Tezzasini is a recipient of the Academic Excellence and Good Citizenship in Game Design and Development Award. Emma Nicole Thomas. Sophia Adelina Vega. Evelyn Emily Vidal. Richard Visconti Jr. Christopher Lewis Vola. Megan Kathleen Wallace-Shevitz. Samuel Weber. Haley Weiner. Haley Weiner is a recipient of the Jill E. Martin Legal Studies Book Award. Malia Emily White. Elliot M. Wilson. Elliot M. Wilson is a recipient of the President's Scholarship Award and the Alumni Association Academic Achievement Award. Philip Frederick Wolf. Stephanie Artemis Zenos.
I ask the candidates to please rise. Madam President, I have the honor to present from the College of Arts and Sciences candidates for the degree Bachelor of Arts.
By the power vested in me by the Board of Trustees, I hereby confer upon you the degree of Bachelor of Arts with all of the rights and privileges pertaining thereto. Congratulations!
Candidates for the degree of Bachelor of Science from the College of Arts and Sciences, please approach the stage. Nicholas John Agathis. Catherine Mary Ahern. Benjamin Stewart Onassis. Benjamin Stewart Onassis is the recipient of the H. Pierce Family Community Leadership Award. Julia Rose Angelini. Emma Isabella Arango. Penelope Arias. Kwasi Arma. Eleanor Mary Baker. Jessica Leanne Blandy. Michael J. Bokovic. Adriana Isabel Bonilla. Karen P. Boyle. Samantha Rose Bonadonna. Joanna Isabel Burkowski. Genesis Camejo. Kayla Renee Carlson. Brianna Nicole Carrington. Ella Grace Carvel. John Stephen Casey Jr. Matthew Cernich. Maya Sky Chakrabarty. Dominic Corona Chappelle. Emma Catherine Charbonneau. Catherine Aurora Charpentier. Catherine Aurora Charpentier is a recipient of the Benny Fritz Award in Psychology. Madison Hope Corona. Justin Nicholas Hanwitz. Courtney Grace Sashesky. Angel Samantha Coates. Charlotte Amelia Collins. Ryan Kimberly Condi. Mariah Karen Coyne. Alyssa Ray Della Prida. Benjamin Edward Delton. Abigail Lauren Dewey. Sophie Ryder Dixon. Dominique Marie DiRenzo. Ava Deshniga. Zachary Evan Dugan. Kayla Doyle. Emma Michelle Dwyer. Michael Edward DiGiola. Courtney Evans. Luke Mark Christopher Farrell. Matthew Joseph Fabrio. Taylor Ashley Feast. Andrew Robert Fiocco. Andrew Robert Fiocco is a recipient of the Orville J. Sweeting Memorial Chemistry Award. William Michael Flaherty Jr. Leah Marie Flores. Jordan Robert Frohoff. Maya Rose Gallo. Francis Joseph Gannon. Shane Zachary Gardner. Anthony Peter Januso. Jackson Ridge Jarosich. Anthony Gonzalez Bravo. Dylan M. Grady. Nige Unique Granger. Gabriella Grinberg. Carla B. Gerges. Livia Lee Guzda. Megan Kathleen Hansen. Grant J. Heron. Alexa Hartman. Jameson George Hatzian. Genesee Hernandez. Timothy Dennis Hine. Tessa Bonita Holk. Sarah Michelle Horner. Sarah Noel Hubschman. Samuel Garman Jor. Caitlin M. Kapanos. Isha Khan. Amina Zara Khan. Sana Yasmin Khan. Adam George King Jr. Daniel Patrick Vincent Knight. Gabriela Grace Cryanaris. Victoria Faith Ladd. Isabella Rose Lace. Michael Lamperillo. Gerard William Lang. Veronica Lawton. Allison Marie Leontis. Michael Christopher Machon.
I brought my students to see a show in New York.
Alex Magis.
He knew everything about everybody. He'd seen every show in life.
Colin David Majeski. Caitlin Elizabeth Marshall. Kayla Marshall Pierce. Olivia Ann Martinez. Jillian Marie Mason. Haley Matisa. Julia Rose Matthews. Jesse James Mativich. Alamea Lou McCarthy. Kate McCarthy. Kate McCarthy is a recipient of the Joan Phillips Gordon Prize in Sociology. Olivia Payton McColgan. Brian R. McGowan. Natalia Sophia McMorris. Natalia McMorris is the recipient of the President's Scholarship Award and the Alumni Association Academic Achievement Award. Grace Barbara McNamara. Caitlin Claire McVeigh. Caitlin Claire McVeigh is the recipient of the President's Scholarship Award and the Alumni Association Academic Achievement Award. She is also the recipient of the Jack Kaplan Award for Excellence in Data Science. Kiara Stephanie Mahia. Jordan Elizabeth Melville. Lucas Masagi. Alex Ayala Miller. Jaylene Gabrielle Millwater. Matthew Modrachek. Taylor Marie Moduleski. Brianna Taylor Morris. Jared Edward Morris. Gabrielle Lynn Marari. Madison Danielle Murphy.
We saved it. It's all fine. No, there's. No, grades aren't even due yet.
Divya Nair. Olivia J. Nestico. Aiden Nishiyama. Avery Marie O'Brien. Spencer Nyberg Ogren. Grace Solor. Isabella Grace Sonimus. Julia Rose O'Sullivan. Samuel James Pisa. Jake Henry Poet. Jake Henry Poet is the recipient of the President's Scholarship Award and the Alumni Association Academic Achievement Award. He is also the recipient of the R. Gordon Palucci Graduation Prize in Psychology. Bruna Maria Pramazzi. Stephanie Poulin. Mindy Elizabeth Preston. Sana Quadri. Rasmarie Nicole Ramirez. Olivia Ramos. Maya Jillian Ramsdell. Joseph Anthony Ronaldo. Mauve Catherine Reardon. Sydney A. Reardon. Ryan Jackson Reynolds. Alexis Virginia Regalini. Cameron Alana Rodriguez. Michael Anthony Rubano. Isabella Rosemarie Rufo. Haley J. Ryan. Juliette Lauren Ryan. Shannon Eileen Ryan. Miriam Saad. Peyton Maddie Sack. Emma Jane Santavasky. Ashley N. Sorelli. Aaron Gerard Schlesinger. Kelsey Nicole Cernio. Riley Grace Shea. Peter John Ort. Jordan Alyssa Pack. Victoria Milagros Perez. Grace Allen Fallsgroff. Helena Pierre. Ashley Rose Pilkington. Ryan Timothy Slattery. Ryan Timothy Slattery is a recipient of the President's Scholarship Award and the Alumni Association Academic Achievement Award. He is also the recipient of the Matt Ferrarty Memorial Economics Department Student Achievement Award. Amanda Kathleen Smith. Kelsey Jean Smith. Lucy Louise Smith. Jacqueline Hope Spellman. Cree Rose Spillane. Emily L. St. Ange. Cara Elizabeth St. John. Angela Natasha Sinitus. Caitlin Emily Sternhardt. Caitlin Emily Sternhardt is a recipient of the President's Scholarship Award and the Alumni Association Academic Achievement Award. Madison Elizabeth Suck. Joelle B. Tannenbaum. Samuel T. Tyrone. Rosalind Beatrice Torres. Taylor Norette Tran. Sarah Marie Tribley. Natalie Rose Ulrich. Amber Lynn Unger. Sydney Victoria Vandermark. Karime Verde Viel. Daniel P. Wass. Sarah Danielle Westland. Bertali Catalina White. Nicole Wigendra. Luke Jeffrey Zeisloft. Luke Jeffrey Zeisloft is a recipient of the Beta 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 Award.
Mike's not on. All right. I ask the candidates to please rise. Madam President, I have the honor to present from the College of Arts and Sciences candidates for the degree Bachelor of Science.
By the power vested in me by the Board of Trustees, I hereby confirm upon you the degree of Bachelor of Science with all of the rights and privileges pertaining thereto. Congratulations.
Will the candidates for the degree of Master of Science, Molecular and Cell Biology please approach the stage? Alexandra Fairbanks Abrahamovich. Dennis Saki Addy. Anissa Bembrahim. Mark Ian Chang. Jillian Clark. Catherine Ann DiFastano. Leonardo Dimitri Fernandez Luna. Martin Marimi Gitonga. Matthew Gothers. Kai Arwen Rowan Hobbs. William James Howell III. Brian Michael Lawrence. Alphonse O. Manje. Caden Joseph Maris. Caden Mitchell. Sarah Elizabeth Myjack. Sarita Nagasar. Keelan Patrick O'Connell. Sadie Margaret Souls. Olivia Taylor St. Clair. Alyssa Elizabeth Tobias. James William Wykander. Jasmine Monet Williams. Grace Marie Wolfel.
Graduate program that we have at College of Arts and Sciences is this molecular and cell biology program. Yeah. Got it. Okay. Yeah. The School of Communications also has some graduate degrees, but this is our main one.
I ask the candidates to please rise. Madam President, I have the honor to present from the College of Arts and Sciences candidates for the degree Master of Science, Molecular and Cell Biology.
And by the power vested in me by the Board of Trustees, I hereby confer upon you the degree of Master of Science, Molecular and Cell Biology with all of the rights and privileges pertaining hereto. Congratulations.
All right, so one more round of applause for the graduates from the College of Arts and Sciences. All right, School of Communications. I now ask the School of Communications Dean Nadine Barnett Cosby to come forward for the awarding of the degrees.
We ask the candidates for the degree of Bachelor of Arts from the School of Communications to please approach the stage. Emily Grace Adorno. Fuller Reed Albright. Vincent McDermott Alvino. Nicholas Martin Appa. Layla Jackie Arslanagich. Sophia Rose Basilone. Sophia Rose Basilone is a recipient of the President's Scholarship Award and the Alumni Association Academic Achievement Award. She is also the recipient of the Outstanding Achievement in Graphic and Interactive Design. Sophia Frances Berkowitz. Jacob A. Bioles. Ryan James Blake. Matthew Mark Bokutsky. Brianna Nicole Bowen. Owen Thomas Joseph Brady. Benjamin Michael Busolo. Tyler Jonathan Butt. Rocco Francis Caminetti. Andrew Campbell. Mauve Susan Campbell. Elijah Joseph Churko. Peyton Cirillo. Catherine Elise Coker. Rebecca Mary Collins. Derek C. Condro. Grace Elizabeth Connolly Nolan. Ryan James Cook. Austin Patrick Coyle. Gabriella Crispino. Evangeline Elise Crossley. Jordan Bailey Cuddy. Geneva Cunningham. Natalie Ann Diamato. Jessica Joan Darconti. Gabriela De Souza Villas Boas. Catherine Rose Denson. Vincent Dorico. Rocco Domenico DiCarlo. Lindsay J. Delappy. Tristan T. Dodge. Jalen R. Dotson. Amanda Dronzak. Amanda Dronzak is a recipient of the Outstanding Achievement in Journalism. Dorothy Estelle Farino. Paige Mary Flynn. Lindsay Jane Franco. Rachel Ione Garzone. Amanda Catherine Geraci. Amanda Catherine Geraci is a recipient of the Overall Achievement Award. Alexander Dylan Nafo. Nora Cannon Gorman. Adam Jeremy Greenberg. Tegan Shea Reich. Anthony Garino. Megan Alyssa Haley. Caitlin Eileen Flower. Ian Chase Henderson. Aiden Gerard Hurley. Samantha Hernandez. Katerina Hoffman. Quinn Avery Hoffman. Ethan Tucker Hogan. Jack William Igo. Aiden Kirby Inbar. Teresa Nicole Jamelli. Nelson Alexander Jimenez. Matthew Allen Jones. Carter Warren Kane. Madeline Mackenzie Kelly. Meredith Sarah Kessler. Marcus Beck King. Spencer Gabriel Klein. Taryn S. Klein. Julia Wynn Kloss. Cameron Elizabeth Koch. Morgan Elizabeth Colomer. Victoria Helene Lama. Alexandra Grace Law. Ariana Levy. Jack Lawrence Lishide. Ryan Lapano. Sebastian Alexander Lopes. Sarah Camille Lapresti. Gina Marie LaRusso. Kian James Loveday. Morgan Patricia Lucier. Amanda Madera. Ryan Scott Marr. Grace M. Maldonado. Tyler Evelyn Markwell. Sophia Rose Marlis. Alexandra Martinakova. Owen Charles McDermott. Alana Lucy McEntee. Kylie Marie McGraw. Elizabeth Catherine McMahon. Leah Nicole Mercure. Leah Nicole Mercure is the recipient of the Outstanding Achievement in Advertising and Integrated Communications. Emily Marissa Meyer. Emily Marissa Meyer is the recipient of the Outstanding Achievement in Public Relations. Krista Cecilia Miner. Riley Jean Moger. Joseph Raphael Montanez. Brady James Mullen. Alex Vincent McCastro. James Michael Nolan. Alexis Don Nuttall. Nicholas John Olson. Quinn Ortega O'Neill. Quinn Ortega O'Neill is a recipient of the Outstanding Achievement in Film, Television, and Media Arts. Alyssa Marie Palmer. Cynthia Pan. Dominic Angelo Pandishla. Erin Marie Panella Malley. Timothy Asher Patrick II. Tolu Peters. Michael Petito. John Anthony Pilato. Bryn Pincus. Bryn Pincus is a recipient of the President's Scholarship Award and the Alumni Association Academic Achievement Award. She is also the recipient of the Outstanding Achievement in Media Studies. Aliana Elise Polio. Gabriella Renee Ponzo. Ashley Elizabeth Potvin. Jordan Juliana Pendergrast. Tyshawn Price. Sophia Grace Prouty. Mateo Lorenzo Rayano. Zachary Reagan. Catherine Rose Roberts. Michael Fitzgerald Roda. Erica Rose. Anthony J. Rossi. Madeline Hope Rule. Hayden Alexander Rylot. Xiomara Linda Saavedra Vicente. Kuzey Ates Sagana. Anthony J. Salvato. Mia Nicole Sanson. Joey Saputo Jr. Brandon Parker Seltzer. Luke Ashton Sennett.
I remember being anxious because it was so long.
Benjamin Thomas Shannon. Joshua Leo Sam Schiffman.
Well, I guess it wasn't my problem, right?
Antonio Joseph Shippy Lopez. Spencer Harris Solomon. John Gregory Spencer. Juliana Marie Seisnall.
I grew up
Zachary Andrew Taranko. Amari Monroe. Christina Torres Gonzalez. Olivia R. Toto. Thomas Joseph Van Geldren. Michaela Verdi.
every once in a while you see like a very tall person and you're like, oh, wow.
Carolina Vittori. Patrick Thomas Walsh. Casey June Wiederhold.
I recognize him. We went to a few women's games this year.
William Hunter Euclid. Adriana Simone Young. Eric William Zank.
This is really is it also very
I know. Would the candidates please stand? Madam President, I have the honor to present from the School of Communications candidates for the degree of Bachelor of Arts.
By the power vested in me by the Board of Trustees, I hereby confer upon you the degree of Bachelor of Arts with all of the rights and privileges pertaining thereto. Congratulations.
We ask the candidates for the degree of Bachelor of Fine Arts to please approach the stage. Joshua Scott Branziniski. Joshua Scott Branziski is a recipient of the Outstanding Achievement in Film, Television, and Media Arts. Jacob David Layton. Zoe Lorraine Matzel. Griffin Ray Meyer. Jose Pedro Sarango. Presley Chance Schmidt. Aiden Brian Stulberger. Jesse W.N. Tague. Dahlia Jane Weinstein. Emma K. Yoder.
I see you, Roller. But then again, I'm not a biology. Well, wouldn't I get? They expect there to be like.
I ask the candidates to rise.
Here they are.
Oh, I see.
Madam President, I have the honor to present from the School of Communications candidates for the degree Bachelor of Fine Arts.
By the power vested in me by the Board of Trustees, I hereby confer upon you the degree of Bachelor of Fine Arts with all of the rights and privileges pertaining thereto. Congratulations.
We will now call forward the candidates for the Master of Arts, starting with Cinematic Production Management. Walona Amwoku. Whitney Deandra Cusack. Amanda Lauren de Montova. Ariana Rose Fountain. Ethan Figueroa. Matthew Sean King. William Coyle Mella. Next, we call forward producing for film and television. Shayna Josephine Barrett. Alexander Joseph Bean. Callahan Morgan Coffey. Alyssa Madison Drum. Gianna Francis DuPont. Aaron Marshall Epstein. Brody Parker Fagan. Bridget Colleen Fitzgerald. Anthony Luis Grifo. Machika Christiane Jean Louis. Elena F. Jones. Andrew James Messina. Hallie Lily Nessenbaum. Samantha Jean Shaw. Samantha Jean Shaw is the recipient of the Faculty Award for Academic Excellence, Master of Arts in Producing for Film and Television. Jack Andrew Sudol. Jeffrey Michael Tefudo Jr. Emma Grace Talbot. Susanna Tarnatsky. Sean Michael Valutovich.
I just missed you.
Christopher Vincent Volpe.
We never crossed paths.
Benjamin Joseph Wallen.
I ask the candidates to rise. Madam President, I have the honor to present from the School of Communications candidates for the degree Master of Arts.
By the power vested in me by the Board of Trustees, I hereby confer upon you the degree of Master of Arts with all the rights and privileges pertaining thereto. Congratulations.
We now call forward the Master of Science candidates, beginning with Interactive Media and Communications. Emily Catherine Armbruster. Julia Casey. Allison Kanuhi Fernandez. Emily Ann DeFreitas. Vanessa Lee De Jesus. Clara Aliki Dandili. Andrea Lynn Domingos. Elise J. Duffy. Jack William Gatta. Michael Alexander Jones. Kirsten Leslie Jones. Grace Catherine Monjo. Kelly Pendergast. Margaret Elizabeth Proper. John M. Rudolph. John M. Rudolph is a recipient of the Faculty Award for Academic Excellence, Master of Science in Interactive Media and Communications.
For the degree, so like this.
Erin Elizabeth Russell. Christian Paul Schaaf. Ashley Marie Smith. Isabella Honey Cecino.
You know what I got? Bachelor of Music, I think.
Melanie Jean Topchick. Dylan Yenfonsi. Mauricio Roberto Zuniga Gonzalez. Next, we call forward journalism candidates. Levy Burnett. Samuel Alexander DeFusco. Brooke Sidney Einhorn. Senya Rose Lowry Neufeld. Senya Rose Lowry Neufeld is a recipient of the Faculty Award for Academic Excellence, Master of Science in Journalism. Taylor Ava Bartowski. Next, we call forward public relations candidates. Carly R. Beck. Emma Rose Bender. Elizabeth Marie Carpenter. Ashley Aaron Semino. Mia Isabella Delmond. Mia Isabella Delmon is a recipient of the Faculty Award for Academic Excellence, Master of Science in Public Relations. Jamila Diaz. Gianna Marie Delam. Rachel Elizondo. Lawrence Furnett. Megan Elizabeth Griffin. Carolyn Christine Harvey. Molly Caroline Hines. Kirandeep Kaur. Gina Lynn McGivney. Julia Ray Moranti. Amanda Kimberly Morris. Samantha Nunez. Riley Elizabeth Propercy. Zachary David Rubin. Riley Hannah Scott. Rebecca Denise Steves. Julia Varconi. Next, we call forward sports journalism and media candidates. James Thomas Bleno. Nicholas Boyd. Nicholas Boyd is a recipient of the Faculty Award for Academic Excellence, Master of Science in Sports, Journalism, and Media. Brittany Nicole Braun-Lieben. Beckett Moore Calkins. Isabella Nicole DeBari. Khalees Harris. Ashley L. Houston. Katrina Michelle Jablonski. James William Casson. Michael Mackey. Caitlin Nicole Miller. Zachary Jason Naffa. Christopher Michael Pukala Jr. Vincent Paul Quill IV. Andrew Robert Reynolds. Benjamin James Rickavicius. Brianna Isabel Trachtenberg. William Hayden Wertheim. And your final candidate, Julia Zoli Ferreira.
I ask the candidates to rise. Madam President, I have the honor to present from the School of Communications candidates for the degree Master of Science.
And it is an honor for me to say, this last time, the ceremony, by the power vested in me by the Board of Trustees, I hereby confer upon you the degree of Master of Science with all of the rights and privileges pertaining thereto. Congratulations.
give it up for the School of Communications grads. It is now my privilege to introduce Jennifer Lepora, who will bring you greetings on behalf of our alumni.
Okay, good afternoon, everyone. It is an honor to stand before you today as a proud graduate of the College of Arts and Sciences from the class of 2013. Today is a momentous occasion, and I am absolutely thrilled to welcome you into the next chapter of your Quinnipiac journey. Before we turn our attention to our newest graduates, I'd like to take a moment to recognize the Quinnipiac alumni who are here today as proud family members of the class of 2026. If you are a Bobcat parent, sibling, or relative, please stand or raise your hand. Your love and support have helped make this day possible. Thank you, Legacy families. Now, graduates, I ask you to rise if you are able. It is now time for a tradition that marks this incredible milestone. I invite you to move your tassel from the right to the left side of your cap. With this simple motion, you officially transition from student to alumnus, joining a global network of Bobcats who will always be here to support and celebrate you. This is not goodbye. It is just the beginning of your lifelong connection to Quinnipiac. Wherever life takes you, remember, you are a Bobcat for life. Congratulations to the class of 2026.
Congratulations. So, as we conclude today's ceremony, our platform party and our faculty only will recess out of the arena. Graduates and guests, please stay in your seat until after that, and you are also invited to a post-ceremony reception at the Rocky Top Student Center, which is that building right up on the hill behind you. If you need transportation assistance, wait to the left as you exit the arena, and it will be provided. On behalf of President Hardin, the trustees, the fabulous faculty and staff of Quinnipiac University, I again offer our tremendous congratulations to the class of 2026. Please stand for the recessional.